We're on your side with tonight's cover story, taking you to the racetrack. North Carolina, of course, the center of the NASCAR world. We've got the Hall of Fame uptown, one of the sport's major tracks right down the road in Concord, which is also the home of Rajah Caruth. He is climbing up in the NASCAR ranks, and he's doing it fast, and he's doing it while still hitting the books. He's also a college student taking classes at Winston-Salem State University. His story, not the traditional one, but it is a testament to the sport and how he says dreams of becoming a NASCAR driver are possible, no matter who you are. Our Brandon Hamilton traveled up to Statesville to talk one-on-one with the rising star about his journey, breaking barriers, and the legacy he hopes to leave behind.
Race winners and people that I get to
Rajah
work with,
Caruth.
Here at the show.
Caruth hangs on to it. It's our fourth caution.
At just 20 years old, he is already a name to know in NASCAR. His journey to the tracks, one of a kind.
I watched the Cars movie when I was 4 or 5 when it came out, and hate to make you feel old, but got to die-cast cars as toys, watched racing on television, consumed any sort of media and history that I could about the sport, and my interest from being a child grew into an obsession and a true passion as I got older. And fortunately, I went to races as a fan, a handful of them, and started racing online virtually as well, and at the same time was building connections in the NASCAR garage, and was able to make NASCAR's Drive for Diversity program when I was 17 in 2019, and made their youth team in Legend Cars, and they've developed me from 2019 all the way through last year, and now being a graduate of the program, iRacing and Rev Racing were really the only reasons why we're talking right now.
I know you're big in iRacing. Kind of talk to me about, before you even got on a physical track.
Yeah, so it was really hard the first year to 2 years, with being fairly inexperienced on iRacing virtually, but also extremely inexperienced in real life, especially racing against people that had either been racing for half or more of their lives or racing for longer than I've been alive, period. So it was definitely a struggle and a steep learning curve to start off, but it just got easier by surrounding myself with talented and knowledgeable individuals, but also putting in the work every single day.
The work also happening in the classroom. Caruth is a student at Winston-Salem State University. His day, it's packed. Between living in Concord, classes at the HBCU, and then stopping by GMS Racing in Statesville. He is competing with GMS Racing this season in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. As a black driver, Caruth understands his role in expanding the sport. You'll notice him also repping the Wendell Scott Foundation. Scott was the first black driver to race full-time in the NASCAR Premier Series and the first to win a race.
How important do you feel like it is to see NASCAR making these efforts to show, hey, our sport is open for everyone?
It's a really big deal, especially fortunate. I mean, it's like I said, it's the only reason why I was able to continue my career was through the NASCAR Drive for Diversity program, and which has been, in action since right around when I was born, a little bit after, and not only having a driver development program, but also having a picker development program, a college intern program, and a lot of different initiatives.
He says he grew up watching races at the Dover Motor Speedway in Delaware and at the Richmond Raceway in Virginia. To be there years later, as a driver, he says, was surreal. Earlier this month, Caruth was back on the track for the truck race in Las Vegas. So the question is, what does he do in his spare time?
You tell jokes.
I tell jokes. I have really good jokes.
What's one?
Why did the spike stop moving?
Why did the spike stop moving?
The bike.
Why did the bike stop moving? It was too slow.
Too tired. So that was pretty good.
Too tired.
Okay.
Oh. And what do you think your story kind of tells other kids out there that are looking up and seeing Rajah make it?
I mean, I would hope it just, my story tells them to just be relentless in terms of doing what their heart desires, because there was a lot of moments, especially in high school, where, I was running track or playing basketball or doing coursework or just at school and just dreaming of being in this world, in this industry, and wanting to race with every, inch of my body. And a lot of times I really didn't think it was possible. So I would hope my story just lets kids know that, it may be hopeless, it may seem not doable at sometimes, but you know, with a little bit of fortune and, you know, a lot of hard work and perseverance, it'll work out.
A kid with a dream, living it every single day. Reporting in Statesville, Brandon Hamilton for On Your Side Tonight.
Great story, Brandon. So yeah, next time you turn on the race and watch the truck series, there you go. Rajah, someone to root for. Great story.